Hi everyone. Happy Friday. It's Feminine Friday. Feminine energy tip of the day. I know many of you really look forward to the Friday videos. I am still here seated on the floor. I am still in that space of really focusing on the grounding aspect. Very Taurus type energy, wearing the comfortable things, being on the floor grounded, earthy energy with my wood here behind me, my plants beside me, sitting on the floor. Very earthy, very grounding, and it feels really, really good. And on that note, it seems to be the last few videos I've been doing, the theme has been circling around this one feminine energy aspect. And so I decided to specifically go there today for the feminine energy tip of the day, Friday. And oh, before I get there, if you're new here, thank you, welcome. I don't normally do videos on the floor, just so you know. I normally am seated in this chair at my desk. But I decided to do something for my own needs, for my own self, and sit myself on the floor for a few videos this week as I was recording. So if you're new here, thank you for being here. We are so happy to have you here and share your energy with the group. My name is Suze, and I work with women to help them find balance between their internal masculine and feminine energies so that they can have lives that feel really emotionally fulfilling, full of love and connection. So for today, feminine energy, I want to talk about the word nurture. Nurture, nurturance, or nurturing. That's actually really hard to say, which is a very motherly. It's a very motherly, which is funny because I've been really feeling a lot of Empress kind of energy this week. The Empress energy, if you know, in the traditional tarot card, she's pregnant. She has a pregnant belly, that very motherly kind of energy, the Empress energy. And I've been really feeling into that and really, really loving it. And of course, a lot of my message lately in a lot of my videos has been, excuse me, about the mother wound and healing emotional neglect in childhood, healing a lot of these childhood emotional things that happen to us where we don't have our emotional needs met that then manifest us into adult patterns of self-sabotage or self-limiting beliefs or trauma responses, some people like to say, however, whatever your term is, karmic loops, whatever your term is, all of that stuff that we don't want, right? And we're trying to heal and let go and close out of our lives. So the idea of nurturing really comes along heavily along all of that stuff, because that process of healing and releasing your stuff from all this baggage that's really not yours to carry, releasing all of that from you, letting love in to wash it out of you, that process requires you to be really supported and loved and nourished. Again, I'm wearing my be kind. Be kind. And it's not just to others, it's be kind to yourself. What do I need today to really nourish myself, to really soothe? Like, nourishing energy is very soothing energy. It's very emotionally grounding, emotionally stable, emotionally regulating. I cannot talk today. Wow. I'm trying to talk slowly. I still am like completely tripping over my words with my tongue. I'm feeling so much still, that full moon, still feeling a lot. So, nourishing, and that is a word that I love to use as well when I'm working with clients around the concept of intuitive eating. Women are famously known for being emotional eaters, right? Women are emotional eaters, and there's so much shame and judgment around women and their food choices or what their body looks like, and the assumptions that may come by how a certain woman's body structure or size or type or whatever, however it is perceived with the human eyes through judgment. There's so much around women and food. And I mean, it makes sense, because your food, at the most basic survival level, your food is what is feeding you. It is your most basic element of nourishment, right? I mean, it's pretty obvious. So in working with clients, in really helping women create new stories and identities and thought patterns and feelings and emotions and connotations around food and their body. I love to work with emotions because most of the time when women look at eating or diets, and I hate that word diet, but I'm using it so you know what I'm referring to, in working with that, again, there's so much shame and negative mind stuff. And then there's so much shame around emotions and the food and the eating and the food choices. And so I love to say it that, my philosophy with all of this is to eat your emotions, but not in the way that that's usually taken. I so promote eating your emotions, but it isn't just, you're not eating the negative emotions. And that's what emotional eating in a self-defeating kind of a way is. You're eating the negative emotions. You're feeding the negative emotions. Whereas you want to switch over and feed the positive emotions. And I'm not going to get too deep into it because that is a conversation that is available if you book a session with me and you want to get further into this intuitive eating concept. I would love that. You can always find all my contact information in the description box below. I am always taking on new clients to really help you rework your body image and how you view food and what you're fueling and nourishing your body with food, using your emotions in an empowering way. Very powerful. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but let's just say for the concept of today, for the feminine energy tip of the day of nourishing, why don't you start there? And for the next week, why don't you let yourself get really, really present with the foods that you are eating? And kind of create a clean slate for yourself here. And really just notice when you're eating, how does this actually make me feel? Or what emotions do I associate with what I'm eating right now? What am I associating with this? If I look at the color, if I look at the texture, if I or feel the texture, if I pay attention to the temperature, is it hot, is it cold, is it room temperature? What am I emotionally associating with these things? And then also coming back to the word of nourishing, what foods really make me feel nourished? And what does nourishing or nurturing, because those are so similar when it comes to eating, really. Nourishing and nurturing, what foods make me feel that way, and what other energies and emotions really circle around and kind of entangle with the concept of nurturing and nourishing. I'll give you an example. For me, one of the things I always come back to, and my clients know this about me, is yams. And yams are very good for women. They are very supportive of estrogen. So yams are really helpful for women, even on just the basic hormonal level. But that aside, yams for me are very, very nurturing and nourishing and grounding. It's a root vegetable. They're very filling, but not in a stuffed like, ugh, I ate too much and now I feel heavy kind of way. I often say yams for me are kind of like a blankie. I am all about textures. I've said it before, I'm a Taurus moon, so I'm all about textures and things feeling good. The inside of this sweatshirt is so soft and feels like a blankie. When I'm doing videos in this chair, I always have a blankie across my lap. The yams for me, a warm yam mashed up as the base for my bowl. I like to eat in bowls. For the base for my bowl, it feels like that warm blankie comforting kind of a thing. Comforting in the right way. Comforting in the actual comforting way. Eating the emotion of comfort in a truly fulfilling, sustaining, satisfying way. So what are you eating, or what could you possibly eat that actually feels really nurturing and nourishing? And then going out from there, I just gave you examples too. For me, blankets. I'm really big on blankets, and I know a lot of my girlfriends are the same. So I think it's a pretty common feminine thing, right? The blankies. We love to feel cozy with a blankie, even if it's my kids make fun of me. It can be such a hot day, and if I'm on the sofa with my kids and we're having a movie night, I have this super, super light blankie that I have on me because I just need to feel that little layer of coziness and protection and security and comfort and nurturing. It's very nurturing to me, right? What are those things in your life that you can plug in that feel really nurturing? Tea for me is another really great one. Building in a tea routine for myself to really just feed back into myself, nurture, nourish myself. You know, that's really what this nurturing is giving to yourself from your heart space. What would feel really good and just holding me? What would hold me? I'm going to leave the video there. I think I left a lot of food for thought. If you found value here, please do subscribe, drop a comment, let me know if this helped you, what you thought about this video. And again, if you want to contact me and book a couple intuitive sessions with me for your eating and body image, all of that information will be in the description box below. Just reach out to me, let me know, say, hey, I'm here, and I will look at that and be in touch with you. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Happy weekend, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.